Anyway, hit the wrong button for that one. And we are a go. So like, oh, first it's been like ages. Since I last done this shit, so I do apologize if I'm pretty rusty at it. Yeah, they're all working over here. See, we're doing this the biggest flagging Kurgan, whatever the hell. Got all sorts of long shit we got going on over here. Let's see. We'll keep on super events. So we got the mock click over here. There's some things over there. Now the Russian people waffling. The Russian nation still recovering from the recent civil war. Concerned about the continued German down at the Caucasus and the breakaway stage for the Far East. It's poor time to simple the war camps aside. Well, Mongolia goes next. Indeed. Before I read these over here, we're gonna do this thing over there. Yeah, here's Mongolia history. But now, let's see if there's over here. This is the more important part. It added that the English remains under threat. There are four main cliques to dominate Mongolian political society. The Roskaya Voynia Klika, a clique of Russian officers under the leadership of English Turma, that focused on cooperation with Russian military and anti-socialism. Currently, the culture of working with the Gurtin Civilian Budgets and the Budian Zuvl. I say the YS over here. The YS is the name of the hierarchy of Mongolian princes and nobles that have been ruling the class of the country for centuries. Focusing on keeping the wealth and power secure, they are largely led by the inner circle. They are Mongolian prince Demchidgrub. Yeah, I think, yeah, was he a Japanese puppet in around here actually? Somewhere around there. Who leads a dominating and ambitious group of inner Mongolian princes around the region of Zingol. The Budian Zilva, a council of high-ranking Buddhist lamas, tukas, and monks in Mongolia, which are formed following Ungur's purge of the lamas in 1930. Members of the council are fanatic Buddhists who wish to turn Mongolia into a true theocratic society under the Balkan. They are led by the seven Chinka Kuntuku, a high-ranking from the inner Mongolia. The Mongol Erdnam, the Socialist Party, who rebelled in 1921 at for remaining hiding but still strong force and with. Led by Sultan Danzig, receiving aid from various other Mongolian democratic parties, even the famed Gadamin. The 27th inspiration for Russian and Chinese democratic regime therefore begun advocating for multi-party democracy under this. And there's some other paths I'd like to do the Mongols don't put out here, but we're doing the Sternberg path because that's pretty much the whole thing. That was my political lead, the Bad Lord and warrior Tugu Jan Lama, rules from the Banff Orchard and Clover City to restore ancient glories and raids against the Chinese. Foreigners besiege Khan as well for the Sun Revival Society once again. We get to rise in national prominence, advocate for transformation Mongolia to a Russian colonial satellite, that bring opportunity comes for Anfu Club. Remembrance of the disgraced Anfu clique that fled to Mongolia following disaster with no expedition. Now seek to use Mongolia as the launching point to proceed to Beijing. Civilian politics could not be engaged anymore. Mongolia now faces many extortion. For many years, war skirmishes have taken place between the Muslim Chinese Mark clique and the Mongolian troops across the border. Some said they took place under the Dizgar region of the Zanji clique. Main point of attention is the province of Yushu, where has swapped hands between Tibet and Mark clique over the past few years. The province is a power cable way to explode, and when it does, the opportunity and Mongol people can't be ignored. Mongolia sits at the edge of an uncertain future, is up to the mad bear and the steers on station with the right direction. That's the whole her collapse and the various ritual factions of the seal, the regime tear our nation apart. Love it. There's Kerensky. Now he's dead. I'd like to do that Kerensky playthrough at some point. I don't want to actually do that. I might do it over here. I'm not reading all this shit. Which is I'm watching. For decades, been killed. This is vital. First key thing over there. Has been temporary halted a disaster. Six men Ungard, the newspaper around the world before news assassination Russian president and the currency due to the assassination Russia has found due to the case and thus this will not be interested nor capable of intervening in domestic Mongolian politics. Ruling about Ungarish someone understand that this is the right time to make Mongolia as great as it was. But he's a skilled second command succeed, will he chooses the loyal general of the Institute Cavalry Division, board of or maybe the current head of government, the Mongolian was got told on that reason. For the consolidate is popular with the Mongol people. Finding the leader, religious leader, according to has been chosen to guarantee the device as a proof is he got a war. The Mongol noble. Wait, what's Mongolia? Man. I forgot about that. I forgot about that man. Yeah, and they got the fucking Wolves Path of Shangri-La over there. I would like to do this path over here because it's so fucking dumb. It makes no goddamn sense, but very least I find it mildly amusing. Civilian trains. Stand over here. What happens? Crashing. Escape poverty. My gut. All that lovely, lovely stuff. Chevaliers, so that means we got the boring dudes. The boring dudes over there. Here's on the Gagar. Peruvian Gangar. Also known as Under or Tall Gangar, was an awe-inspiring sight to behold. Standing over 7'9" or 2.36 meters tall. Gungar for a lot of Mongolian 16th centuries, born around 1855 and the third child of the nomadic herder. Who was called the attention of the Bog Khan, who divided the court prince made to honorary noble at the Bog Khan's court. Only Gungar was always one of the most senior faces in the Khan's court in his prime. He served as the keeper of the Khan's elephants, his bodyguard, semi-professional wrestler. He was a diplomat tour office worker. On to the rest of the liege, Mary and noble steam ships following a prophecy of fate as dictated by the Khan. Under Gangar lived happily in service of the Mongol state until his recent tragic death. Long story found gigantism and the slew of health defects and deformities the condition can cause. Got passed away in sleep just a few days ago. The state has put on a lavish show of the love Mongolian giant. Nature more is fed like a true gentle soul. Look at what else he says. Do. All sorts of people. And that's it. I read all these once. Do this. Charged against Marine. Some was high cause each year as yet another unruly catch day began a new test of Billy Baron's strong regime. We want to put on the week's 10th Marwani Baron horrors once again during battle with the infamous Gothic Maran. Israeli separatists. No day off for the rest was satisfied for the Baron. Baron is beginning to take its toll. Ugar Shibrik, there have been a fully stable man. The constant stage of wars and mind swore with a couple of the rigors of running the state backwards in Mongolia truly began to wear away the easy wars and remaining sanity and health. However, nothing like a good fight returns the vigor and desire of conquest of the power of the Blood Baron's veins. If it would have it, another fight was brewing on the horizon. To the east, the famed guiding man, rumbling of Mongolian nationalist revolutionary forces have been seen massing once more. Pulsating the hard line of Mongolia yet again to be havoc upon the Baron's domain. Never shall I find Baron Usturberg's rallied his forces to Russian exile and high mercenary trouble to read out and meet this loot at the whatever it is. And it's horrible to get a militia to the field of battle. I'm already told each other for a full day and night, 2 foreign men and colliding in the class of chaos and the loss of village of mental chew, with the rise of man Baron together by viciously gliding each other with bone saber. Done with class of steel and beast on beast, the rallying masses of rallied cavalry forts slammed to one over the force of a freight train. Matched by the dance of the sword and armor of the red mist filled the air. The skies raised up lace armor beneath them. At the hour's strong, horrific slaughter dust began to settle, and the calm, quiet swept across the region after. Through a pure conflict on both sides, victors left standing. Let's go down to battle. Försök bástra. Elba mást, ő is is hosszú skillunkat. Forge a new empire. I would like to do this whole new empire thing. Nobody would do this. The Mad Baron goes even madder. If we're gonna go in, we're gonna go in all out. Baron dies, but the cause reborn. Ungers and chaos of the Baron of the Coma and not Sulu Mongolia knows what will happen next to the various forces factions within our continent, not least to tear itself apart. I don't understand the Balkan work to achieve. In the year of the Ascendancy, the Mad Baron allies unconscious, riding accurate money, broken gibberish, and a heavy feet of claims by the delusion sees mine. As the world raged around him, Ungar still was locked away as fault of his own mind, oblivious to the numerous ease and tendencies that worked without, and the trail of the dying patriarch. Moved by with life with fantastical vision, near perfect glimpses of pure nirvana. His very shaking soul reaching out to the cosmic expanse and seemingly communing with the very essence of the universe itself. Though it is likely that these visions have less to do with divine intervention and more so to do with the last of the Baron's functioning brain matter slowly suffocating and decaying away. That's probably right. The voice is ceasing, the cacophony of so many is my fight starting in sudden instant he died, the Balkan opened once more with a new life. Now bloodshot wide-eyed like never before. Without hesitation, overwhelming the Khan let out upon brutal screen that shook the heavens and nearly deafened those in the earth with those who were attaining to his wound found out in one complete phrase. The world shall tremble in fear, for I have become Makala, the destroyer of worlds. Dude. Independence. Who cares? But who's saying defense? I'm going to butter actually. Probably gonna be better. Yeah, that's a pious. These ships at the fall. We got a coalition over there. Because those people loads of shit's happening. We're gonna get like a fucking force over here. We're gonna need like, you know, force multipliers. We're gonna get trains. We're gonna get arties. We're not gonna need planes for planes. We're watching. In a few days. The past of the incident. Kransky and Russia are still trying to reorganize. To be too busy with their own affairs and not as much really ground for clearing out people 15. So we're gonna be losing that out here, might as well beat it. Baron's connection with the Russian government supplied Mongolia with capital there in exchange for special favor and preference to maintain Trans-Siberian Railway. Mongolian Railway, sorry. As the direct connection between Russia to the rich of China, he would the foot to be reduced to the bare minimum after the attempt to extend his life. Communication of all Mongolia. This is just that. And let's read all of these fucking things. Well, read these first. We can't have the luxury later on a common futile football along peacefully. We are people at war and it's to become aware of this. All must serve the horde. Indeed. So the steps over here. Very nice shit. The Mongolian theory is founded upon former Russian cavalry officers. These officers must notably remove our Sternberg and implement major army reforms to encourage the use of double cavalry and increase the trucks. Let the horde of all the Mongolian sweep across the steppe of destruction following their wake. Not personal war. We are claiming against the Muslim South. The tension between the democracy and region on tenable levels is now ready to one more from notice. As such, the SA the army to be mobilized to preparation for popular war. We hold these preparations enough for time when it comes to Mongolia once again. Indeed. So we're gonna have troops there. So over here, now claims of greatness. Baron Roman Nicholas von Ungern-Störberg is the inhuman and brutal leader of Mongolia. His fearsome reputation is that it led some Buddhists to claim that he's both the avatar of the god of war and the reincarnation of Genghis Khan himself. Many claim this is based in superstition. Other top report mystical events of other barons prove the nature beyond simple human kin. However, the truth of these statements, like that of Mongolia, claims to the greatness is something that only time will tell. Blessings. They sent to make a war man, so it's fear for our lives to become a Muslim and attempt to seize the spirit of the men. We're in the grace of God, are constantly to the armies of the Basgaland Monastery, and Master Bruce Temple Complex north of Ugur, to get true to our gods and pray for the coming battle. So this release the men were around the evening conflict before to smile upon us. For the help of the Japanese, officially the Japanese government has very low diplomatic interaction with our country. Unofficially, Japan has been sponsoring the condition that we will oppose the Russian government. Don't fear to Chinese politics. A little cove. Well, we must move all over here. Oh, in western Mongolia, there lies a war by the name of John Lima. This man is known for his hostile attitude to the Tsars and Soviet forces, but he's even more hostile against Chinese people. He's been moving at both the ransom and reincarnation of Mersana, the Khalid Oirat prince who led the last great Mongol uprising against Qing in 1757. While he is content where he is right now, his present has been for the best of the region's peace, and some are taken to even requested to be taken care of. The rest of all, he had the men was to find the western nation between bands, rebels, and government who did well find the course. Most rebels were dispersed around the hiding for the country, fear for their lives. Wars come out of town and country secure, however, there are some still doing small band groups, team and destruction. There are half be dealt with. Stay over here. Street divisions. Actually, it was you over here. You over here. I think there's mass deploy you. Should work. We got the good and the Merlin uprising. The rule Baron von Ungersternberg has been number one democracy, feeding by right of authoritarianism and control. Some may see this as a good thing, however. There are rumors of a new lieutenant leadership in Mongolia. Good and one of my favorites for fighting against all the government spots, inciting people with violence from the tribal communities in Mongolia. The rumors of giving crews a similar supply transport been robbed by organized bandits. Once about the radio said the bandits were even screaming for the death of the Baron. Interesting. See what thing they're doing with the things. The 8 Jews sent them recruit to God. Actually, hold on for a moment. That. So then to move around real quick. Give me some more water as well. Gotta keep tip-top shape with my water supplies, you know how it is. Anyway, the Bad Khan, the Dr. Lima, the Jetson Dampu Tuku, call him the Bad Khan. He's known by many names, born as Avigvan, Unsen Chod Jinyam. The Zan Vutchuk. This reincarnated the spiritual head of the Gaelic Tibetan Buddhism. Stands as both the spiritual and the theory political leader of Mongolia, but reality is often different from theory. Entry with the Bad Khan's domain is run by the bloody Baron Ugun Schönberg, but this has not been reduced to the Bad Lima to be a mere puppet. Given some of the golden dream of a strong female Mongolia, two come quite close to the idea of the restored form of glory with the Mongolian people to the sad run down state they have found themselves low and over. The relationship has drawn the eye of the other languages as well as very democratic and zealous Buddhist group of nations. New cooperation between the false Khan and the 8th and the Bad Khan, perversion of the Buddhist tradition to practice. Regards the Indian Bad Khan still nominally rules on the market of patriarch of Mongolia as the father of Mongolian Buddhism. Now the time Patel is his own position over the nation's youth off as puppets of more ambitious actors. That brings us this one. In the past few months, it become clear the Baron's rule is constantly in danger. Therefore, he declared time to examine our current military staff and decide whether they remain loyal to Ungern. We must not board from the traitors. Indeed. Well, the traitors. Wilan Batar Dem Shinsho was found son of Mongolia for decades. Thereupon Mongolian to Japan, though he opened dialogue with the mad rebels at the time, he was arrested by Chinese and almost died to cell. Moved died in Lapland for Ungarn ACI cap. cavalry division taking Uga from the Chinese control and freeing them. Many of us see all my unified figures and the Mongolians are still able to lead in this Russian dominated government. However, perhaps they need to match them run away. Though we have failed to find any evidence of this, perhaps he aided the man rebels against us. He almost led to our downfall. He constantly makes it clear that he doesn't serve us, rather serving Mongolia directly. Let's see. Oh, we can end him. So I'm gonna need the one. You see, he's in there somehow. Cheers. Nikolai classic grannies been working on Rustam after he left Siberia during the Russian Civil War. There is really. I'll finish stuff over here. Across the Aegean Balkanate, and now it's time to tell strangers opposition to less himself a nation Jews of public to others more ambitious actors. Oh, like probably back at the time with his skill in Aturum era of the Ungard. Today after that he traveled to the Russian nation. But now rebellion Trinity changed forces power again. It's clear that his mission he failed as started the Western Revolt. He considered about to do his job for anti-government activity on good mistrust for his eyes. So no. So some bandits. There's a Tanji. Totally similar to the one from Badan. The old man from the Chinese guerrilla group near Mongolia herself, which is becoming Mongolia. He's promoted to the magazine Nobel about himself to hit the Uyghur following the revolution Chinese and expand the troops he worked with to get banned and Johnny multiple times. This is where the warrior about to go to tell you lies. We done limited but his bands who sparked the war in Western world months ago. Well, to overnight the bands of the war he gained power for himself. Take a hit for that. Just one. Got a Mosley. The other card will be slow the past few months as me officers sign alliance over the opposing rebel groups. Let's see. Cleanse. Cleanse this bitch. That all look there. Get president in Mongolia only recently travel from within Mongolia after recognition of president the championship. The chug grub become clear that the reason why you saw luck. The chug and the push gain power during the chaos and rest of war. There was clear president no for the downfall. Which is still being quite a low level military should be one out of this person. And the put it in it. With that side, the perks come to the enemy high level from the executed after the last few weeks. He said he just retreated. Those remaining be side relief to make the side nation groups even smaller. Done. Assassination. Mobile's horses parade the Uga sun noise deaf in the crowd. The shot that echoed out the city and missed the baron by 2 inches. That's when a 20-year-old man was shot almost immediately. Unga ordered the marching army to fire in the crowd. Frenzy attended to life. Crowds bursting panic civilians and possible man agents were killed by Ungar's troops after the city had calmed down. They had been identified by the Mongol other than Lam. However, many President Uga claimed this is fabricated by our government. The baron survived. Now we're on that war economy, boy. Economy the war. Let's see over here. Get to the Uga roads. Land around Uga spacious well suited to industrial aims, but lies barren with no way of research, expanding construction and material and supply of the region. Expand the one that will give us more space to build and increase our movement in the region. Let's do immigration. Still got plenty of region over here. Due to strong separate sentiments and their association with the Bolsheviks during the Russian Civil War, the Brits have become one of the people's most oppressed. But suppressed by the regime of Admiral Kolchak in order to escape persecution to represent the people group have come here to cross Salem. Seeing the fight, the Baron said the request with one condition: their undying loyalty to battle. Even the Western Revolt, Western Banditry, and the Purges. Just need some trucks over here. Actually, yeah, that would be nice. Battlefield Doctrine. Logistics. PSR. So that's the suck them. Meter sucks. Let's see. Might as well read this before we read his description. Whoever English Sternberg successfully gained control of Mongolia in 1921. After we moved to Uga with the 88th Cavalry Division to successfully force out the Chinese and then gain the blessing of the Balkan himself. Since then, Uga has ruled the official baron on the 8th Jibs JK with the Balkan, technically ruling monarch. However, reality is played out differently in this intended plan. As though the two were close, the Baron Ungar and Sternberg increasingly seized more of the power of the nation for himself, pushing his old friends and suzerain more and more into the position of a glorified puppet. As given a total process for the coalesces, he has begun to cultivate a power, cult personality around himself, and he has filled his military and government with his Russian allies and Mongolians who ran loyal to him. Few knew what this mad baron truly wants, sorry. But soon he shall reveal his plan for the world to see. I'll crack a warlordism. Warlordism is hardly unified ideology by any stretch of the imagination. Instead, describes the very incoherent, disorganized, and military nature of various warlord cliques around the world. Near after the war period China, in which the term became popularized among the contacts ranging from bandit groups to the state, of organized military autocracies to even military-backed republican governments or pure dictatorships, warlordism has nothing less to do with politics and more to do with the lack of clean borders in the era present and the chaotic nature of warfare. One of them is frequently a traditionary state and usually just step into the world of more clear defined application. Also, on pure wars they do exist. Yes. And now, for the Baron. Woman von Ungern Sternberg, the Mad Baron, officially referred to as an overtired Khan Kotsoi Chin Wang in the degree of Khan, had a troubled upbringing, constantly moving and with a father who was committed to an insane asylum. Wow. His family estate in Estonia was burned down in 1905, which confirmed his anti-president and eventually anti-communist beliefs. He eventually joined Pavlovsk military school in St. Petersburg, where he became interested in the occult and Buddhism. And gradually, he was transferred to Siberia, where he became known for his heavy drinking and deranged was moved. In 1913, he moved to Kov, out of Mongolia, as an officer of the detachment of the Russian consulate. After being intended to fight for Mongolian independence at the First Valkyrie Ungarn fought in Galicia. Then, after 2 months previously following an episode where he attacked another officer in a drunken rage, he was served once more in the Caucasus. After the breakout of the Russian Civil War, he fought with Semyonov and the Whites in Siberia, acting relatively independently in his personal crusade against the communists. Ungarn eventually traveled to China, where he married Manchu princess Elena Pavlovna Hoji. Eventually, he moved to Uga, defeated the Chinese garrison stationed there, during the Balkan to the throne of proclaiming Mongolian independence. Ungarn himself did not get too involved with Mongol problem, but this kept the peace too far, and narrowly defeated Social Revolution in 1921 and 1924. He was forced to get more involved. He forced to proud streets as he hunted dissident and part of Mongolian society, including his temple. Though close friends and having similar ideas, the ASJK, Ungarn's ambition knows no bound when Ungarn's grip depended on the Russian military clique. They refused to continue to siphon power from the Balkan for himself. We're seeing what we're going to be doing. Definitely easily a possibility. With ending the episode here off early, actually, because we did a lot of reading over here and there's a lot of background stuff over here, but we're really getting into the things, the power, the movement, the ability, and all sorts of things. So, I'll just see you in the next part when we get this ball rolling. So, yeah. Bye.